Shalom Israel. All praises and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwatash. Double honors unto our apostles of GMS, our elders, the men of the Lord who rule well, who teach well, who continue to teach. And honors and salutation unto all the brothers pushing out this word of truth and sincerity. This lesson is about 20 hours overdue. It just so happened yesterday, March 2nd, that I was going through some spiritual battles. I was this really heavy spirit, really heavy spirit befell me. And combined with the predictive programming of Esau, and and his gradualism, how he's now there's 4 deaths. FEMA's preparing to declare national emergency. Basically, we see the prophecies coming to pass, and this heavy spirit, it wasn't a faithless spirit. I wouldn't say. It wasn't a spirit of doubt. It was a spirit of fear. My young son came to mind. And I found myself, what I was reminded of is when the Lord was in the garden, like praying unto the power of Yahweh, his Father, like, if it be your will, Lord, let this cup pass from me. Let us just be beamed up, into the chariots. And throughout the morning and the early afternoon, I was almost paralyzed, unable to work and all that. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, I was able to to overcome. And from that experience come, afterward, all the scriptures came to mind. And so, through that experience, this lesson was born, and hopefully it is uplifting and edifying. Amos 5:18 says, Amos 5:18, woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And this scripture is primarily for scoffers or hypocrites. However, yesterday, when this scripture came to mind, it was actually comforting, because it was the vision of what it was the reality of what is to come. All right. And it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. what end is it, to what end is it for you? All right? Because at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, uh, First Peter 4:18, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? All right. The point is like the righteous. If the righteous if the righteous scarcely be saved, all right. So you know it was that kind of morning, man. It was you know those were the thoughts I was having, you know. And then in the same chapter, First Peter 4:12, you know, after the morning pass, it was just like, you know, the heavy spirit, the demons, you know, were resisted and they fled, I guess. Not I guess, is, you know, that's what the scripture says, you know. First Peter 4:12, beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you. And yeah, that was a severe mental trial in the morning, man. It was like, it was just heavy, and coupled with, you know, the news that was occurring throughout the day, you know, FEMA preparing to declare national emergency. You know, it was just that gradualism, you know, Esau getting everybody prepared for what he's about to do, you know. And again, like I said, you know, my young son came to mind, you know. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. All right. So even the thought of it, you know, which is what was happening, even which is what was happening yesterday. And I mean, the Lord trieth our hearts, you know. That was all part of it. And you know, Matthew verse 10, Matthew chapter 10 verse 37, you know. Matthew 10 verse 37, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me, you know. And, you know, when I thought of my son, I, you know, the prevailing thought was, all right, no matter what happens, I'm going to see him, you know, we'll be in the kingdom. This has to happen for the kingdom to come to pass, you know. So that was the comforting thought. And then I was comforted by the thoughts of Abraham, you know, and Isaac. All right. Abraham, you know, Abraham gave up his son, had already given up his son in his mind. All right. He had already given up Isaac. Isaac was a goner until that angel spoke up. All right. And even more, you know, our ultimate power, Yahweh gave up his only begotten son. All right. And so those were comforting thoughts concerning that, you know. Right. Back to Amos. Back to Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. All right? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. All right? The righteous shall scarcely be saved. All right? And we are not to think it strange of the fiery trial which shall try us. All right? But thankfully, you know, we're hoping to be, you know, we're hoping for Psalms 91, all right, to be in the secret place of that of the Lord, all right. That is our hope. That is our faith. Ezekiel 9:4, all right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it. It's Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel 4. I went to Ezekiel 4. Shoot. Salakia. Ezekiel 9:4. All right. And Yahweh said unto him, the angel, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And through the Spirit, you know, through the Spirit, starting with our apostles, our elders, you know, all the men who took heed, all their fruit, all right. I mean, those are those men, you know. Lord willing, you know, the hopeful elect, and that is our hope, man. That's what we're. That is the faith that the Lord has given unto us for a gift. All right. That sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right. Because no matter what we have to endure to get that kingdom, that's what it is. It's gotta happen. It's gotta. We must cross that river, all right, to get that kingdom, as the parable says. Another one is Psalms 91. Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust. All right, so the Lord allowed these allowed me to be, you know, to be overwhelmed concerning this, you know, these prophecies are coming to pass. All right, these prophecies are coming to pass. They're evident. It's evident that Esau's plotting. Esau knoweth that he has but a short time. He's moving. You know, I mean, it's clear as day. All right, so the Lord allowed me to be overwhelmed in order that I may overcome. All right, that I may overcome these fears and you know, not it was a heavy spirit. It was a heavy spirit, heavy spirit, you know. And like I said, you know, throughout it all, it was Abraham came to mind, you know, our forefather Abraham with Isaac, the Lord and his son, you know. So, you know, in any case, I will say of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, he is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in him will I trust. All right. And, you know, finally, Zechariah 13, last verse, all right? And I will bring the third part through the fire. Whatever fiery trials that the Lord has for us, you know. Like, you know, if this cup will you let this cup pass from me, Lord? You know, it was like, you know, whatever, you know, that was the end conclusion, man. Whatever, you know, whatever we have to go through, whatever we have to endure, let us endure, you know. Let us endure. All right? And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Okay? They shall call on my name, no matter what, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Okay? So, that's you know, speaking of the Garden of Gethsemane, you know, this is what the Lord prayed. What is it? 30, 39, Matthew 26, verse 41. Okay. Because this is when, you know, the disciples went to sleep, you know. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. All right. And then here's the point I wanted to get, you know. He went away again the second time and prayed, saying, this is Yahweh Shai, oh my Father, if this cup may not pass away from me, except I drink it. That means, you know, whatever the Lord had in store for Yahweh Shai, you know, to go through, you know, if this cup of adversity, this cup of all of, you know, Israel's sins upon the Lord, you're right, this cup of abomination that the Lord had to drink, all right, if it may not pass from him, all right, and then there's the part, thy will be done, and that's it, man. May the will of Yahweh through Yahweh Shai, you know, be done. And you know, I pray this was comforting and uplifting to some, you know, to whoever it was, uplifting and comforting, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You know, all praises and glory and fear belong unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Quadash. All right, I'm going to give double honors again unto our apostles, all right, our elders who rule well, and honors and salutation unto all the brothers, all the fruit pushing this truth in all sincerity, right? Shalom.